guys, welcome back to my channel. And today, here I am, back with a new topic to discuss. The last day when I was taking the photos and videos of my friends, taking the snapshots of my life events, I just got to think about the camera I had in my hand. I was like, actually, how does this device translate a real world into a kind of digital image? I I thought about it for a moment, and then I continued to be part of the program. Continued to celebrate it, engagingly being a part of it. And then later, I again contemplated about this, the power of this device, its ability to convert our experiences into digital images. So I was fascinated by it, and it sparked my curiosity to dive deeper. And what I discovered was so powerful. I was fascinated by the discovery, by the knowledge that I got while learning how a camera works. I'm not just talking about the professional cameras that great photographers use. I'm also talking about the cameras that are present in our laptops and in our mobile phones as well. I hope you're getting it. I'm talking about something that you have in your pocket right now, which you're using regularly to take the photos of yourself and your friends and your family members. I'm talking about something which you're using daily. Did you get it? Yeah. So, how does it actually work? When we take a camera and hold it like this, we can clearly see a lens kind of thing in the camera, right? So, what are the different parts of the camera and how does it help the camera to take the snapshot of the real world? So, a camera has a sensor and it has a lens. So, it is the lens which focuses the light which comes from the environment and focuses this light to ensure that this light falls on the sensor. So the sensor on the camera might be CCD or CMOS. So CCD and CMOS are sensors which are typically used in cameras. Also, these sensors contain millions of tiny light sensitive elements called photosites. These photosites are very sensitive to light and they create electrons when the photons hit them. The principle behind it is known as photoelectric effect. So that's the physics behind it. But anyway, the photons which hit on these photosites create electrons. And based on the produced electrons, we can understand about the intensity of the light which has fallen on the photosite. So now we have got an understanding about the intensity of light which has fallen on each of the photosite, but now we want to know about the color, right? Because the sensor cannot itself understand the color. So for the purpose of understanding color, we have base filter which is placed over the sensor. And then yeah, it is the job of the base filter to help us identify the colors. So using base filter, each photosite will produce a, a, an analog voltage corresponding to the intensity and color which has fallen on it. And using an analog to digital converter, we convert this analog voltage into something digital, and it is then used to create a raw digital image, which is the foundation for all other processing. So once we created a raw digital image, if you have a doubt regarding the creation of this raw digital image, I can help you with it. So once this photosites, so once the analog signal is converted to digital signal, The, it means that the digital signal is a value between 0 and 255. It's a representation of a value between 0 and 255 for each pixel. And based on these pixel values, we will have a raw digital image. And then we will be processing these images. We will be putting these images into some processing for better output. This is what is happening while we are taking a snapshot. Also, when it comes to the case of videos, we need to realize that video is just a collection of many photos, many images. It is just continuously taking the images of something. Like if I'm shooting a video, it is like the camera is continuously taking the images of it, approximately 60 or 120 frames per second. I hope you have heard about these frames per second, right? So what this means is that 60 frames per second means that the camera takes approximately 60 images per second. So 120 frames per second means that the camera takes 120 images per second. Have you understood the clarity? Have you understood it? I don't know whether you understood it, but this is the reality. This is the power of it. So I was so I was so surprised to know about it. I was so surprised. And this knowledge was greatly useful for me. I found it so interesting and I was so curious to know about it. So sometimes you might be confused. If the videos are just collections of images, then why does it feel like moving? Why a video feels like a video? Why not like an image? Because the thing is that our brain has a limitation, which is that if an image is displayed, the thing is that we cannot differentiate between two images which are displayed which are displayed in front of our eyes for less than 10 milliseconds. I'm not getting into the science behind it. So using the biology, employing a limitation on in our biology, we are able to put all 60 images into one within 1 second. We are displaying 60 images per second. So we are unable to differentiate these images standalone. We are unable to see these images as a standalone entity. We just see these images flying. We just see the changes happening, and it feels like a video to us. That's what happening. So yeah, this is the main thing. So this is how a camera captures an image as well as a video. I hope you got a better idea about it, and I'm so happy to share this knowledge with you. Yeah, I will see you next week when I'm back with the next interesting topic. So see you next week. See you later. Bye bye.